Today is the mid-master section, and it's the 24th annual meeting of the Taiwan Society of Lipid and Atherosclerosis, featuring Dr. Kim and Hoon Kim. So, Dr. Kim, your research is in the field of harnessing inflammatory pathways for novel hyperlipidemia interventions. And the research explores the use of inflammatory pathways to develop new interventions for hyperlipidemia. So could you share with us the most promising inflammatory targets you have identified and how they could revolutionize the treatment landscape for hyperlipidemia?
You mean the promising target?
Yeah, the promising target you have found to influence the hyperlipidemia.
Yeah, actually I searched a lot of evidence about this issue.
Yeah.
And there are many targets in the metabolic pathway, but not for hyperlipidemia. It's mainly for the atherosclerosis. So yeah, because modulation of metabolic pathway eventually aims to treat atherosclerosis, not just simply the hyperlipidemia. So the promised target is some cytokines, interleukin 1 or 6. And recently we also see the other candidates like oxidized LDL or the lectin-like oxidized LDL receptor 1, LOX1. Yeah, it should be some promising target in the novel treatment of atherosclerosis.
So it sounds like monotherapy or something like that. It's just targeted from the interleukin 6, and it can prevent from the atherosclerosis. Do you mean like that? Okay, so your research is at the forefront of exploring how inflammatory pathway can harness the atherosclerosis and also the interventions. So what inspired you to pursue the innovative direction, and what do you believe are the most groundbreaking aspects of your findings?
In my opinion, the most important strategy to reduce the atherosclerotic burden via the metabolic pathway is that targeting the specific inflammatory location or sites, because we can generally reduce the inflammation in a systemic level. Using such a drug, anti-inflammatory drugs, corticosteroid or corticosteroid.
Corticosteroids.
But it acts as a systemic level, so it has the other adverse events or side effects. Actually, in the CANTOS trial using canakinumab, it's an interleukin 1 beta antagonist. It reduced the inflammation in the vasculature, but it also increased the risk of infection or sepsis. So the important the strategy is that to reduce the other effects on the other organs, and mainly focusing on the atheroma or vasculature, or dysregulated vasculature. But actually we don't have some promising answer about this.
Yeah, this is the new findings, but we still have to put more effort in how to reduce other side effects from the treatment. So actually your work is still have the potential to redefine how we approach the treatment in the hyperlipidemia and atherosclerosis. So how do you envision your research impacting the patients globally, and what excites you the most about the future possibility in this field?
Actually, as you know, we are living in the statin era, right?
Yeah.
And statin and LDL and paradigm.
Yes.
So after the statin development of statin, there were so many drugs targeting hyperlipidemia or
Yes.
atherosclerosis, but many failed because it is not that the drugs are not effective. Actually, it did not show some additional effect over the statin. Yes, I believe it. And for example, the fenofibrate.
Yeah.
Yes, fibrates are effective in reducing cardiovascular outcomes and mortality before the statin era.
Yeah.
But after statin era, it did not show some
Superior effect.
successful results in the cardiovascular outcome trial. So the other drugs, as I said to you, the canakinumab or the other drugs also has the same fate because they should overcome the effects of statins.
Yeah.
Yes, but I expect is in the near future we will have some more drugs, more weapons to target atherosclerosis because the targeting inflammation is quite different strategy to compared to the reducing LDL cholesterol burden. Yes, it is. I think it's the additional approach to reduce atherosclerotic burden. So it may lightening up the treatment of atherosclerosis and hyperlipidemia.
So our goal will be the serious part. So now will be my personal questions. So Dr. Kim, do you like drinking? Like soju or something?
Yeah, a little.
A little?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. So in my understanding, I know that Korean actually have a amount of Asia, they have a top of average alcohol consumption. Did I say wrong?
Yeah, but nowadays we don't drink a lot.
I think it's maybe a top in Asia.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Now, if you have more Taiwanese people or maybe Japanese people, you will find actually Korean are really good in drinking.
It's it has a cultural aspect.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the question is, actually we know that there are some patients, the hyperlipidemia is because of the alcohol drinking, right? So sometimes, in my understanding, alcohol actually sometimes will have involved in some inflammatory process. So do you think your research might have some promising future and possibility in like treatment in this kind of patient whose hyperlipidemia is actually come from the alcohol drinking?
You mean the association with alcohol?
Yeah, and also
And
because alcohol
alcohol.
involved in some inflammation process. I know that interleukin 6 is some kind one of the target that is interfered by the alcohol.
The answer is actually I don't know about
Okay.
the alcohol because I don't know about the alcohol may induce the inflammation.
Oh, okay.
It may be, but I think there will be some thresholds because you know that there's some small amounts of alcohol drinking is quite may be beneficial for health, you know, but beyond some certain level, it may exert some harmful effects. And I don't know about the inflammation linked with to the alcohol consumption, but the amount of alcohol may be important for that question, but I have no idea. Yeah.
So maybe there will be another topic in the future. So now will be at the end of the interview, and it's really a great time to have interview with you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.